So for the past little while, I've been working 2 jobs, and that gives like almost no time off. It really gets a person thinking, contemplating all about how we spend our time, how we utilize our time. And while the financial, well, it's been okay financially, I don't have time to do hardly anything. So I have to, like creating videos, doing photography and things, I have to take advantage of every second I can come up with. And a lot of times that's just like a 10-minute break here at work, a few minutes in between jobs and things. So that's what I'm out doing. Just going through for a walk. It's really close to where I work, obviously. But I'm just gonna wander around and just try to create something. This is just kind of, this is how my days go. But yeah, try to create something. It won't be fantastic, but that's part of the learning process, is just utilizing things. Nobody's gonna just jump in and be like, right on, I'm gonna pick up a camera and now I'm a pro. We all know that that doesn't work. Unfortunately, it's something, that advertising and things like that push on us all the time is, buy this, buy the latest this, buy the latest that, and you can do amazing things. And while equipment can make a difference in some areas, if you don't know how to use that equipment, it's not going to mean anything. So, in an effort to challenge myself, to push my creativity, to also keep my creativity fluid throughout all this time, because I have very short periods of time, very, very brief periods of time to be able to create things. It's like, let's do what we can to make the best use of what we can. So that's what we're out doing. I'm kind of curious as to where this is going to go. I can say one thing that I've known, I just need to take care of it, is I need a neutral density filter. Actually, a couple of them. To be able to shoot in the shutter speeds and the aperture that I want to be able to shoot in daylight, the image is way overexposed, and you compensate for that with a neutral density filter. But I don't have one yet. I'll get one, or a couple, for different scenarios. But regardless, so things look a little blown out, if it's just not the cinematic type footage, then it's because I'm limited on a few things, but those things will come with time. Anyway, one of the things that just walking around a neighborhood, anywhere really for that matter, kind of affords you, especially when don't put the expectation on yourself to go out and create a magazine-worthy print. Just go out and practice. Just go out and try things. It's great in the world that we have now with digital imaging. You can take thousands of pictures and hours of video footage, and it really doesn't cost you anything. Just time. Time is valuable, don't get me wrong, but the point being is that you can practice. So you can say, okay, I'm gonna shoot in f3.5 aperture and see what that does. And then same subject, same setting, same composition, and change the aperture and see what it does. Basically you can play with all your settings and see what they do. And see the different images that you can come up with. So it's great practice. And sometimes, every once in a while, as you're going through, just like, oh, that's kind of neat, okay, that's what that does. And okay, I need to, remember that if I want this kind of a look, that's what I do. And then all of a sudden you go to another image and you're like, whoa, how did that happen? Like, that's gorgeous. Anyway, just the fun stuff. Just goofing around. It's fun to be able to take just a few minutes here and there, and that's really all it takes. 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, to just practice, to try, to experiment, practice, anyway, all the things. So let's take something like this bike rack behind me here at a school, for example. Something like that has got some interesting details to it and could possibly make a really interesting street style photograph. Don't be afraid to experiment and play. That's part of learning, but it's also part of the joy of doing photography and videography, is just experimenting. See what you can come up with. See what you can create. You might be surprised.
Hard to concentrate.